Okay, we should be live now, I assume. I hope. I don't know, there's just no way it pops up for me. It says live right here though, so I'm just gonna go with that, right? So, American Horror Story 1984. Let's just talk about it, right? So, this is something I want to start doing probably once or twice a week. Just doing a live on whatever's big going on right now. And of course, AHS 1984 had its season finale. I already did a video, but in that video, I just pretty much summarized what I saw and just my thoughts on the ending. Let's talk about everything, however. So, this picks up 30 years later, which already immediately told me, hey, we're not going to be getting that big finale anymore. We're going to be getting something else, which I was fine with that. And I thought that the finale was done well, but I was expecting like the whole festival and everything to come about, and I was like, are we really going to see Billy Idol all this time? As it was building up every episode, we kept hearing the talks about Billy Idol, Billy Idol, Billy Idol, and the finale came, and I was just waiting, let's see when we're going to see Billy Idol, right? And I don't know, we didn't see Billy Idol, and I'm okay with that. I like the way, I guess, that they made it seem like we weren't going to see them, because Trevor was in fact warning people after the initial killings of the band that don't come to the festival. We have all these other problems, and that's one of the reasons that Trevor got killed by Margaret, was because he was doing this. And so they were just like, Margaret was like, I've had it with you, you're dead. So she kills Trevor. But before we get into all of that, we saw Mr. Jingle's son, Bobby, which I thought was pretty cool. I didn't think we were going to have another time hop, because we had like 4 time hops. Okay, definitely. Bobby came to the camp because he wants to know who his father was, and he wants to thank whoever it was that kept on sending him money. He comes to find Montana and Trevor there. When they explain to him what's going on, he doesn't really want to like listen to them. And I thought that Mr. Jingle's son was a great addition to the finale, because it really made things come full circle towards the end. I also like seeing Montana and Trevor's relationship and them getting a happy ending after many redemptions for both characters throughout the season. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that the whole way they handled Ramirez was interesting as well, something I didn't really see coming at all, that they were going to have to take turns watching him, and every time he would be resurrected after they killed him, they would have to kill him again. That slip up though that they had was like out of nowhere, and it just felt like, come on, how do you slip up after all of these years of doing this? Like this one time when Bobby's right there, but hey, we got to make it work for the episode, right? So I thought that whole thing with Ramirez was a pretty interesting take on how they handled him. Definitely not what I expected, but that was okay with that. I have a couple notes here as well. Margaret getting killed through the wood chipper, I thought that was pretty interesting, a way to definitely put her last name to work, right? Bobby finding Dawn at the asylum, I didn't expect her to be going back to the asylum after everything that happened. So her showing up one more time towards the end, I thought was a really great moment as well. And when we found out that Brooke actually survived as well, and they were both the final girl, I thought that was a great play on it as well. But overall, I think that definitely my favorite part of the whole series was the final scene where we see Margaret back, and she explains that she didn't die from the wood chipper, because she died right before they put in the wood chipper. So she died on the campground, so her spirit is there to live on over time, and none of the other campers or dead people there found her because she kept hiding. So now they know she's out there, and I don't think Margaret's going to be living a very peaceful life in the afterlife, in limbo, whatever you want to call it, anymore. But we do see her trying to kill Bobby, and thankfully Mr. Jingles comes, saves Bobby, but then Margaret comes back, kills Mr. Jingles, and just as Bobby's about to get whacked by Margaret, Mr. Jingles' mother comes and saves him and lets him leave, and we see the final embrace with Mr. Jingles and his son, which I thought was great. But overall, the season finale I thought was okay. I thought it was going to be something different, and this is what happens when you have expectations, I guess you could say, because the teaser and how the show had been built up was like, oh my god, we're going to come to a conclusive end, which we do, but I thought we were going to have like a finale with the festival and like some music and all of that and some of the artists there and Billy Foconado showing up out of nowhere, and I was like, holy shit, it's going to be insane. But we got something else, sort of more like a recap and sort of like an epilogue of sorts. That's how it felt, retelling the story of what happened at Fateful Night, but not really showing what did really happen in a consecutive order, which is okay. I guess it makes it different. But I did want to see Mr. Billy Idol, but we're just going to have to wait another season. Maybe we'll see Billy Idol soon. I think he would be a great addition to the show. But what are your thoughts on American Horror Story 1984? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? I thought it was the best season in a while. I did love Apocalypse. I did think Apocalypse is a good season. Colt and Roanoke are somewhere in my least favorites, but this one definitely is up there in top 3. I am excited to see what Ryan Murphy cooks up for next year, and I think he's definitely on a right path with these shows now, and I feel like since Apocalypse he's been doing some pretty good stuff. As I said in my video for American Horror Story 1984, for the ending, I am excited to see what he does with American Crime Story, with the also